Okay, that's 80 yards. There's a buck in Kentucky I got in mind. Whew. Hey guys, Kapper here and welcome back. Today we are going to take the brand new Ravin R10 Mega Crossbow out for the first time. And I'm going to put it through the ringers, and I'm telling you, this thing right now is really badass. I put it all the way out to 80 yards, 70, 50, 30. Shot it with the expandables, so enough jaw jacking. Let's get into it and see how it goes. Okay, I think I got it sighted in. I've had to improvise, adapt, and overcome because I'm shooting at an incline, if you will, or a decline. So that's going to affect the scope and everything else. So right now I just dialed it in at 70 yards. Now I'm going to shoot at 50 and see how the effect was. It may be a little bit low at 50, but we're going to find out. It's a little bit awkward kind of loading it, as you'll see here in a second. And you got to watch your fingers, and these rails are the safety rails. All right, safety. I'm going to try 50 yards. It's that white one. Dead center. Oh! Bullseye. Oh! Bullseye. Bullseye. Let's go out to 70, see what happens. But shooting at probably 70 or 80 with this thing has probably the same time as shooting at 40 with a compound. That's my non-scientific guess by listening, but all right, let's shoot at 70. It was a good hold is all I could say. I don't know where it hit. Basically, you let it down first, connect it to the string here, crank it up. It's the simplest form. And it automatically goes back to safety whenever you do that. So it's basically always on safe. And then it has another safety where it won't dry fire. And it won't fire unless you hear this click that I'm going to show you here in 1 second. And it's a really, I mean, you really got to click it. It really catches that string, which I do like. So you got to push really hard so you hear the click. All right, first time ever here, 80 yards. Okay, that's 80 yards. There's a buck in Kentucky I got in mind. Whew. Easy. Well, I hit the target. Let's do a couple more at 80, see what happens. I don't know if I pulled that one or not. And you can turn that clicking off if you want also to keep it quiet in a reload. That was a good hold. Let's go down range, see what happens. And yes, compared to the bear I bought last year, this thing is way better. I mean, there's just not, it's night and day. The bear I had struggled to hit at 50 last year, and it's just built way more solid. Way more solid. I mean, everything is just thick and heavy duty on this thing. Doesn't seem like there's any chintzy parts. I'm gonna say 50 is easy. I mean, look at that. That's money at 50. Okay, it's a smidge low because, as I mentioned, I sighted in at 70. So let's. Uh-oh, where is it? Oh, snap! Oh, how's that for 70? I was aiming at that O right there. 70 yards. And there is a pretty stiff wind. I'll show you on the pond, but 80, I don't see nothing good on 80 right here. Oh crap. Well, that's a pretty damn good group, man. They're touching each other. Look at that. But they're high again. See, this is the problem with that, with shooting downward. Either that or I'm gonna have to get my angle, my long range rangefinder, and try sighting it differently. But for now, at least it's sighted in. Look at that, man. 80 yards, two touching each other. Probably ruined both of them fletchings. Crap, I forgot there's 3. That's a group of 3. Look at that. That's insane. Where's the thing at? Look at that. This one come all the way through. Look at that, a group of 3 at 80 yards touching each other, all 3 of them. Wow. That's pretty impressive, but now I got to get it to where it hits the little circle that I'm aiming at. But that's very impressive. Very nice. All right, now I'm going to try the broadhead with a safety thing on it. Okay, so I got these thorn, specifically for crossbows up to 500 feet per second. They don't deploy very easily at all, but they got this little safety thing you could put on so it don't deploy at all. But you could actually shoot it now and compare it to your field tips. That's what it looks like right there. I know we can't see it too good because of the shadow, but it's that little yellow band. That's the safety thing. 50 yards. I'm going to aim for the top circle. It's a little bigger. Bam! Yes! Oh! I like it. The bullseye. Look at that. Bullseye. I think that's a 3-inch hole there, but that's a broadhead right there, boys and girls. And you saw how fast it went. Nice. All right, here's the broadhead test at 50 yards. I was aiming for that circle. I mean, I'm about 1 inch off from the center. Okay, so the 50 I just pulled out was right dead on. And the 70 and 80 were both to the left a little. I actually gave it 4 more clicks of windage one way and then 2 back the other way, and I got it pretty dang close. I'll try and run through these really quick here at the end. Took another one with the broadhead and it's nuts on at 70. It did its job. Sweet. Okay, now we're gonna try the broadhead at 70 yards. Going for the O in the block in the middle. But I could tell it looked like money. Well, I still can't see it. Guess I'll have to walk down. All right, I'm gonna just take one more at 30. Oh yeah, bullseye. 30 all the way out to 80. All right, I'm gonna try one more at 80. 80 yards, one last try. It was a good hold, very little breeze. Okay, here's the 30 yards just at the end of the day to make sure. That's golf ball size you could hit right there. Oh, that is 70 yards with the broadhead on it. Now I've scooched over to the right. I might need 2 more clicks. There's the back of the 70 with the broadhead out on it. Okay, and so far I really like the way they have everything included on here. So the quiver and the crank bolt are actually part of the design. So you flip it over here and you see they're both each with a little snap lever, little push button, and they're very snug, very tight, of course, after you tighten it with Loctite like I did. But everything about this unit is just, I mean, it's really, really badass. And this testing that I'm doing today, this is real world. I mean, but anyways, this could just as easily be sitting on a blind window, you know, or holding it up on your knee or something. It's very, very easy to hold because it's super light. It's 6 pounds and it's super tiny. And this was another thing that I liked about it, is it's super narrow. That's open right there. That's fully extended. So, I mean, you got to be at a real severe angle with a deer blind or something to get popped. So this thing, day one, is just awesome. 80 yards, 3 arrows touching. The Thorn HPX hitting bullseyes, 50 yards. You could hit a golf ball 2 or 3 times in a row. And the thing is, there's no drifters. I haven't really had any drifting shots yet. Well, this thing is just solid. So definitely right now, 5 stars. I can't wait to get it out just a little bit more. And then of course, I'm going after a big buck. And the case is very nice. I mean, it's built just for these bows. There's a big warning label on here. Big warning label for which ones to use it for. But it fits in there tight, really snug. Probably worse than OJ's glove. It's got a couple straps, but it's very nice. I'm glad I ponied up the extra for the case that's meant for this thing. This was like $260, but if you're like me, you know, you drop it once and you're screwed, you know, you're out, whatever. So case is very nice, fits all. Yeah, it's been a long day. So the case is very nice. Everything fits very nicely in there. All right, 80 yards. It was a good hold, very little breeze.